Welcome to Out Here with Q. Here on my channel, I'll be talking a little bit of travel, a little bit of mental health, a little bit of finance talk, a one-stop shop for all things about getting yourself right and living your best life. You can find me here on my blog or my socials. Subscribe if you like what you see. Today I'm recording from Cali, Colombia, but I'm going to show y'all a beautiful day trip I took from Bogota, Chicaque Natural Park. This park is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from the city, depending upon traffic. It's the ancestral home of the Muisca people, who laid the trails of the area to transport goods throughout the region. The same trails we walked on during our hike. Bogota itself is at about 8,600 foot altitude, and Chicaque is even higher than that, and houses a few microclimates, namely the high Andean forest and the Paramo. The views are a sight to behold. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. That is beautiful.
This is what I meant when I told you this is the corner of the plateau, the border of the high plain.
Oh man, look at that. Wow.
Buenos días.
Buenos días, ¿cómo está? Wow. Would you look at that? That is beautiful. You can do this trip by yourself from Bogota via car, but I'd strongly recommend hiring a guide. The trails are extensive, the clouds can be super thick, and it was great to learn information about the park from a local person who's invested in sharing their knowledge. My friend and I went with my man Carlo. He picked us up from Bogota promptly at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and we were on our way. Soon we were transported to the amazing views that would greet us in every corner. As you can see here, there are points where you feel above the clouds and can see the entire valley below you.
A little space of the bigger plateau.
Beautiful. Looking at the valley.
So there is like the east.
It's beautiful. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. At other times, the clouds are so thick that you can feel the refreshing mist on you, and it's like you're walking through a wall into the unknown. In total, we hiked about 8 miles over about 6 hours. We stopped for food, for breaks when the altitude got real serious, and for ziplining. Now, I'm not even going front. I've been terrified to go ziplining for a long time, literally my entire life, and I had turned down numerous opportunities to give it a try, but I couldn't turn this one down. It was time to conquer fear, and what better place to do it in this beautiful park, along with one of my best friends on earth. We've been teammates in college and been through training camp together, so I figured we're gonna do this one together too. I bought my ticket with our tasty lunch, and it was go time.
Espérate un minutico, espérate.
Okay.
Miro acá, reviso acá, perfecto. ¿Listo? Entonces, pies arriba y chao.
All right,
Ahí
ciao.
donde llegó.
Ah, woo! Ah! Woo! Ah! Oh my God! Woo! Ah! Holy shit! Woo! Ah! Woo! Ah! Woo! Those screams you hear from me are screams of terror and also screams of excitement. They probably would have been 10 times worse if I would have looked down, but I was not ready for all that yet. Instead, I kept my eyes up to experience the beautiful surroundings of my path, and my hands gripped as tight as I could on my GoPro so I didn't drop it thousands of feet below me. The vegetation is so lush and the air is so clean and pure. I just could not believe I was ziplining through a cloud forest in the Andes Mountains and breathing in that fresh air, good for an asthma baby like myself. What an amazing experience. After the zip lining, we finished our trek with the hardest part, getting back to the trailhead. The beginning of our trip was mostly downhill, which means we had a long, strenuous uphill climb back to the top. Overall, this was one of the hardest hikes of my life and oh so worth it. And I'm including that 14 ride I did when I used to live in Colorado. This seriously was no joke, but worth every single step, every single breath, and every single sore muscle that pained me for about a week after.
They are moving fast. Look at those clouds. They just came out of nowhere.
Okay, so I want you to take a look to this tree.
Oh,
That's a South American oak tree.
oh,
And that's the biggest kind of tree you will see in this park. They can grow between 60 to 70 meters on the ground, and they take also a long time to grow. This one could be maybe 150 or 200 years.
wow.
The same age like the fern. Can you see this little branch?
Yeah.
That's actually another plant called bromelia.
Bromelia.
Bromelias
Bromelia.
are a kind of orchids.
Mm-hmm.
And as most of orchids, they are classified as epiphyte plants, which means they only grow on a host tree. They never grow directly on the ground.
To visit here, I'd recommend having lots of water, hiking boots or waterproof shoes, a rain jacket, and plenty of layers that you can take on and off because of the frequent temperature changes. If you're into nature and find yourself with some time in Bogota, you seriously cannot go wrong with this as a day trip. And you really cannot go wrong if you book this trip with my man Carlo. Until next time, we out here. What up, though?
Out here.
Out here.
Andes.
Andes.
Bogota.
Beautiful. Amazing. Unparalleled.